Hi everyone, Rach here from Bookpiles. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Booktube Spin challenge. I suppose it's a challenge that was set by Rick McDonnell, Canadian booktuber, and he devised it based on something he used to do in his reading a while back. He'll explain it better than me. Essentially, the Booktube Spin is he is going to spin a board with 20 numbers on it, and whatever number he picks, you read that book. Now, you choose your own list. So I've chosen my 20 books, and then on the 31st of January, he is going to make the first spin, and you will get 2 months to read your book. I'm uncertain if he will spin every month or he won't spin then until March. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I know for me, the book, subject to what the book is, I potentially am not reading it till March, because you will have seen, hopefully if I put these up in the right order, I'm doing Historathon in February, and I've already picked my books for that. Yeah, I haven't looked at these 20 books with a view to whether they fitted into Historathon or not. So I'm potentially not reading the first book until March. So, you pick your 20 books, you make your list. I have made my list, but it's a bit messy to be photographed and inserted in a video. I've made my piles. You can choose your 20 books however you want. There's no category requirements or anything like that. It's however you want. 20 books that you want to read, and you wait and see what number comes up. I hope I've explained that properly. In my head it's all going everywhere, because I actually used to do something like this for my cross stitching a couple of years ago. I used ping pong balls. Actually, I pulled a ping pong ball out, and whatever that number was the project I stitched on. So I like this concept greatly, and these books will just be over and above whatever else I choose. Although, as I've said, if they don't fit into February and I do it in March, it probably will be part of my TBR. I've got to get that book read in March, plus whatever else I choose. So I'm going to go through the 20 books and show you what I've picked. I've committed them to paper. I'm going to create another pile like this pile. There, that pile, further along, and just leave them, some of them, in that pile. I've gone for 4 categories and 5 books in each category. I've got some non-fiction, some old or classic books. I've gone for books that were on the top shelf here. The books in this pile were brought 2019, 20 and 21, but I haven't chosen any out of that pile. So out of these piles, my battery's flashing. I don't know if we're going to get this to work. We'll try, we'll see. Yeah, so 5 books from the top, and then I actually have boxes of books in the garage, so I've been through and I've pulled out 5. That's not 5, that's 5. Okay, I'm going to try and do it. I'm not going to tell you anything about the books. I'm just going to show you the books and hope that I can get this recorded before the camera shuts down. Otherwise, I'll be making the video again. So my first category is non-fiction, and I've had the books in this pile for donkeys and just not read them. Women's Diaries of the Westward Journey, The Year 1000, Wondrous Times on the Frontier, The Diary of a Farmer's Wife. I don't know if that's actually, yeah, anyway, don't muck around. And Women in England 1760 to 1914. So that's my non-fiction pile. My old or classic pile, have I got them in the right order? This is actually Pride and Prejudice. So that will actually cross off a classic in my yearly goals. I've got Lark Rise to Candlefoot, I've got Emma. This is Beulah Land, which I read 30 odd years ago and really liked. Be interesting to see if I think the same now. And the same, A Town Like Alice. I read this many years ago. This is a 1956 edition. So that's my old or classic pile. My top shelf pile, we're still flashing but we haven't cut off. I've got Lord Robert by Jean Plady. I've got Never Caught, Winter Cottage. This came out a couple of years ago. The same for this, When All Is Said. And Mixtape, I think I brought last year. If you want any more information about any of these books, assuming I've got to the end and this has worked, just ask me a question in the comments and I'll answer you. And then from my books, my box was in the garage, I've picked 5 books. I'm going to reread Cane River. I then have her next book, Red River. So what I will do actually is, I don't believe they have to go in order. I believe one is the author's mother's side of the family and one is the father's side of the family. But if this is Red River is number 17. If this comes before 16, I'll actually swap them and read Cane River first before I read Red River. I've got One Night in Italy, I picked up in a second-hand bookstore. I've got The Little Paris Bookshop, the same, picked it up at a second-hand store. And I've got Lisa Jewell, The Third Wife, which is a departure from the Lisa Jewells I've read. This is more thrillerish, I think. Maybe mystery. I hope it's not too bad. I've not read anything of hers like this, but I had it in the box and I pulled it out. So, right, I think that while this is short and sweet, feel free to talk to me in the comments. I probably won't photograph my page and add it in because it is actually very messy. I will just, when the number comes up, I don't know if I'll make a video, I might. When the number comes up, I might just make a video and tell a bit more about the book. Or you'll see it probably in March. We'll see. Anyway, I will tag Rick's video in or add it in the description below. I don't know how to do the cards. That corner. I'm sure I could learn. Anyway, hopefully we've made it to the end. I will check it all back and get this going. Thanks everyone. I'll catch you again soon.